impressive other than Chris Middleton.
Bledsoe gets the first crack at it and is able to knock down the mid-range jumper.
I've always said with fans, if you're going to boo, keep booing. This basketball game, especially on the offensive glass, harness the emotion. Anytime you get a former teammate that comes back, you really want to do well and you want to beat them badly.
Chris on the baseline drive, thunders it down.
Yeah, just flow. Maker's so long, I mean, he almost out-jumped himself to the rim.
Look inside, back outside to Bledsoe, who has really struggled from downtown, but not on that stroke.
Well, again, it's
second season. One of the two-way contract players the Bucks have on their roster. Paid the second, depending on Booker. Good defense, doesn't matter though, and that has been the case with Booker. Last 13 games, averaging better than 25 points. As Bledsoe turns it over, triggers the Suns' break. Beautiful pass up ahead to Warren.
That's a nice bounce pass there. Skipped right through two defenders and came right up to TJ.
Off the Chandler screen. Middleton in his 6th year. Nice mid-range pull-up. Boy, he and Giannis have made quite a combination there in Milwaukee.
Yeah, and averaging about 18 points. 2 fouls. I think that's a negative. You know, and so Brogdon used it well.
Ulis sets up and fires the three. Proud to own the three-point zone. Bolton Homes donates $100 to Suns charities.
Being short of the Greek Freak, that's 30 points every night.
Well, and not only is the Bucks defense forces 2 straight turnovers, Middleton.
Man.
And case in point.
Yeah, it's normal. I mean, you got stretch forwards at 6'11", 6'10", that's long, and that's a great move there by Monroe. Again, excellent footwork. That's the one thing that will not escape you with him.
Well, EJ.
Yeah, and look, he just wants to play. I mean, this is an opportunity to play. A great write-up, ESPN.com the other day. And it's a good kid that's putting himself on the map. Well, Middleton's having a nice little run here. And
Snell pulls for 3. That's on the crossover. You can see.
He looks out of control, but he's never really out of control. He has breaks in full stride. Not so good.
Bledsoe on the drive and kick. Good ball movement here. Brown able to get in on the baseline. Nice reverse.
Yeah, very nice. The wide body too created some space as he. That's the biggest difference. Is just the maturity of their bodies, and that weight room is really enhanced.
Bucks with their biggest lead at 11. Bledsoe with a step back. Make it 13 now.
Game more than other coaches. And that's exactly what the Bucks are trying to do here. They're squeezing Devin Booker and not giving him any angles.
Ulis left with no choice and
maybe find an opening to find a teammate.
12 turnovers now. Bucks have capitalized for 11 points. Bledsoe pull up in the paint, got it, and looking for the and one. Together, and you know, as a former player yourself, conserving your energy for the fourth quarter becomes critical. Shot clock down to 4. Payton the second steps into the long 3.
I think I'm gonna text his dad and tell him, son shoots better than you. I didn't see his dad shoot that. You know, if his dad shot like that, then I guarantee you we would have beat the Suns in '93, Game 7 here.
Right.
Okay. All right. So
points. He's 2 of 4 from beyond the arc. Booker keeps coming, trying to sneak one in, and Josh Jackson says, "I got you."
2:44 left. Suns really have to have a solid finish to this quarter, going in at half.
Here's Bledsoe.
He's feeling it right now. He's letting him get to his sweet spot. He doesn't want to take a lot of threes. He wants to come off that 2-man game and settle around that 15-foot mark.
Game high 16. Booker taking the post-up game on Gary Payton the second. Gets the contact. The finish of the foul.
Yeah. Probably look for Eric Bledsoe to be aggressive here offensively. He's had trouble when he's giving the ball up.
On the kick, Middleton able to get his feet set and knocks down the three. 18 for.
Like I said, the three-headed monster is there, but I figured Monroe would get a ton of minutes against his former team.
Shot clock winding down. Middleton from long range, and the Bucks with their biggest lead of the night. They'll give him that jumper all day long.
Yeah, and then tomorrow.
Ulis lobs it up. Chandler hammers it home. We talked about this early on. If you take an opponent a little too lightly, with no Antetokounmpo playing tonight, you know, there's a certain level of motivation and desire when a guy like that is on the floor. And when he's not, your guard lets down, and you keep thinking, we'll find our way back in it, and all of a sudden,
but you know, you just never know. That's just me and my experience of seeing a situation like that.
10-point game. Booker for three. Got it. Proud to own the three-point zone. Fulton Homes donates $100 to Suns charities. And Chandler up high.
They're really squeezing these perimeter guys. Not really giving them a lane.
Ulis fading to his right. Gets the foul and the finish. Quarter. Bucks by 4. Bledsoe lost the handle. Bender with a save. Booker puts his head down and takes it. And the Suns now taking the same defensive mentality that the Bucks have through almost 3 full quarters. Good ball movement. Bender. Corner three. Got it. Proud to own. Corner three again from Bender. Same result. Proud to own the three-point zone. Fulton Homes donates $100.
It seems like his rhythm is really good.
Need some gold sequence put on that thing. Middleton, baseline step back over the smaller Ulis in your hands. Just keep the focus on number 1.
Yeah, Suns going big right here. They're going to put Josh Jackson at point guard, guarding Eric Bledsoe.
Bledsoe got the contact, but he also got the finish.
Well, he took exception to it.
Bledsoe on the drive, lost the handle. And you can see the intensity's been ramped up from Bledsoe. The crowd beginning to raise up a little bit as well. Middleton challenged on the pull-up by Monroe. Doesn't matter. Well, one of those unforced errors, you'd have to qualify that as.
Well, I think you need to credit Milwaukee's defense.
Middleton got Daniels on his hip.
You can't do anything with a jump shooter with your hands down.
Middleton averaging just over 18 points per game. He's got 31. 3 in the shot clock. Brogdon left wide open for 3 and finishing it off.
That's why I always say basketball is in the present game. You can't worry about the past. You can't think about the future. We're about the present.
Bender, a perfect 3 for 3 from downtown. He's proud
about it.
You're right there.
Without Antetokounmpo here, you know, he's saying, okay, just give us the 4th quarter, see if we can eke one out. And the Suns need to move on here and see if they can build on this rhythm.
Warren got the contact from Snell and finishes it off. Monroe inside. Monroe to the floor. And then Brogdon somehow just rips it out from underneath him. Brogdon on the drive.
That's tough. That's a tough shot. Concentrate. Bender might be wearing that mask for a while.
It'd be hard to pry off his face. Here comes Brogdon. Brogdon trying to provide a spark.
Yeah, well, Mike James has to decide. He can't wait. He waited too long and inside that circle underneath. He just had to watch it. Brogdon just laid it in.
Devin Booker making his way to the scorer's table. James, the driving kick. Daniels sets and fires. Monroe on the handoff to James. Shot clock winding down to 6 now. Booker finally has to release it, but Monroe got to go to work quickly. Step back baseline, no, but Warren able to slip down the lane and with the top of Middleton for the quick putback.
Yeah, use him as a launching pad.
What a pass inside low. 11 turnovers Sunday. Back it up with a season worst 22 tonight. Bledsoe on the kick to Brogdon. To Thon Maker, exact same spot, same result. Tied at 94.
Yeah, really put me in the hospital.
Well, you break out hives, would you not?
Yes.
Ulis on the drive and kick, finding Bender. Booker cutting baseline, little finger. Boy, the more free throw shooting continues as Warren 1 of 2. Here's Bledsoe on the drive. Here's Thon Maker. See if he has the same success rate of the baseline. He does.
Yeah, look, again, because he was given those, it's worked in regards to really forcing Devin to play hard.
Here's Bledsoe. He and Middleton have combined for 46 field goal attempts. Bledsoe looking for another one. No, the kick. Middleton, though, will set fire and hit from long range. And Bledsoe, 2 for 2. Chris on the inbound to Ulis. Up ahead to Booker. Booker turns, fires, got it! Fans who hung around.
Now you can't party. It's not over.
Oh no, not even close.
You know, the Milwaukee Bucks has been, to me, the better team so far. And then the Suns have to find a way here in this extra 5 minutes to see if they can give Devin Booker a good story to talk about. And then he tries to look for the foul. So Suns have to really be wary of that coming down the stretch.
And his teammates should be well aware of it. Warren, little floater, ties it at 107. With dribble hesitation, Monroe, nice job of picking him up. 3 on the shot clock. Middleton faded. Another attempt from Liggins, who this time cashes in.
He stepped up. He and Eric Bledsoe really stepped up for this team tonight. I thought defensively all their guys played well. And Suns turnovers just cost them. I mean, I thought a tremendous effort, though, by the Suns to work their way back in this game.
Too big a hole early on that they could not overcome despite forcing overtime. As the Suns fall here tonight, 113 to 107. The next Suns game on Fox Sports Arizona is Friday as Phoenix plays